Last month I left you with the beginnings of my loaf to celebrate Imbolc, and today we are going to go ahead and get that baked. I used my regular sourdough recipe and I mixed in a bunch of oats, pumpkin seeds, and 2 different types of sesame seed. This year I kept my Imbolc celebration very simple. I baked this beautiful loaf of bread and you'll see how it turns out in just a moment, but I did also offer a slice of it to Bridget while reciting a prayer. I'll read it to you now. Bridget of the flame, Bridget of the hearth, keeper of the fire and bringer of the light, I welcome you at this turning of the year. As the days slowly lengthen and the hidden seeds begin to stir, light us in the fire of hope and warm our hearts after the winter's cold. Bless this bread as you bless the hearth and home. Let this be a time of renewal, of healing and creativity, of strength. May your gentle fire burn bright within and around. Bridget, be with me now and always, so mote it be. And just like that, we are off on a new adventure. This is both mine and my husband's first time ever going to Las Vegas, and I have a lot of thoughts about that place. I want to start by saying that we are so grateful that we were able to travel and we had so much fun together. We were there for a very short time, so we had to pack a lot into a very small trip. We stayed at the Mandalay Bay Hotel, which was very cool since it is attached to the Luxor and the Excalibur as well. So it was really fun to get to kind of walk and explore and see how they were all connected and the different things to do within each hotel. Unfortunately, a lot of the exhibits and things that we chose to do did not allow cameras, so the footage is a little bit sparse on that front. We went into this trip with entirely open minds and very minimal expectations. We really didn't know what we were going to be experiencing while in Vegas. And again, while we did have a lot of fun together and checking out the different exhibits and exploring, Vegas has a really weird, dark kind of vampiric energy that I could not shake, not even after we left Vegas. It stayed with me throughout the rest of the month, and I am just now starting to feel, I don't want to say better, but I'm feeling more like myself. For a place that seemingly has unlimited energy resources, it's wild just how much it takes out of you. If you've ever been to Vegas, can you let me know if you had a similar experience? I just feel like the energy there is so freaking bizarre. I've never experienced anything like it, and I've never felt fed on by a place before. So if that sounds familiar to you, let me know, because I'm very curious about other people's thoughts and opinions on that. So as you can see, we visited the Mandalay Bay Aquarium. We did do a very small amount of gambling, and it's not really our thing, so maybe we're just not Vegas people, but regardless, we still did a bunch of fun stuff. We visited the King Tut exhibit, we visited the Titanic exhibit, and we also went over to the Zach Baggins Haunted Museum, which I have a lot of thoughts on that as well. We also walked basically the entire strip, which was a lot of fun and very exhausting. We went over to the Bellagio and checked out their kind of like botanical garden area, and it was during the Chinese New Year, so we got to see all of their beautiful decorations for that. And then we did also go over to Caesar's Palace and check out all the shopping over there. And honestly, Caesar's Palace is kind of what I, in the back of my mind, thought of when I thought of Vegas. That's the most like flashy and kind of cool old school type casino. So we had a lot of fun walking around Caesar's Palace as well. We just got to our room and we're exhausted because we've been up since 3 in the morning with traveling. We didn't really sleep on the plane. Nolan did a little bit, but I don't know if you were actually asleep.
No, I was like half sleep.
Yeah, I did not sleep, so we're just hanging out. We so far have bet $12 and we've lost $11.89. We're big gamblers over here.
Woo!
So we have 11 cents to spare. Our plan now, we've walked everywhere. We've gone to so many places already. But our plan now is to go over, what are we doing? We're going to
Zach Bagans' Haunted Museum.
That's right. I don't know. I'm very tired. We're going to Zach Bagans' Haunted Museum. And unfortunately, they don't allow cameras or phones out while you're doing the tour. But I will check in and tell you guys all about the spooky stuff that we see. I've heard some things, but most of it is still a mystery to me. And I haven't told Nolan anything that I know. So.
Going in blind.
We are going in blind. It's very weird and different here than what we're used to. And it's also very dry. I feel like my skin, it feels like it's like cracking off in chunks because of how dry it is here. And I thought the Midwest got dry in the winter, but oh my gosh.
Brutal.
I can't imagine this place in the summer. But we are going to freshen up a little bit and head over to the Haunted Museum. Here's the tea on the Zach Bagans Haunted Museum. It's nearly 3 hours long, which definitely made it worth the cost. However, I felt absolutely nothing in any of the rooms. Not a single speck of energy whatsoever. I felt like it was very self-important, and honestly, knowing the Dybbuk box is fake made me question the integrity of everything else in the museum. If you're a big fan of Zach Bagans, you'll probably like it, but I don't really care about that guy. So that's the tea. All right, my February Witch's Moon has arrived. Also, just a side note, if you're not interested in unboxings and stuff like that, I do have timestamps in the description box. You can click around to wherever you want in the video. So don't feel like you have to watch unboxings if you're not interested in that. But before I unbox this really quickly, I wanted to show you these cutest little mushroom felted pieces that I made. I'm working on a summer, like spring summer garland. And these took forever to make, but I'm really excited with how they're turning out. I have to make quite a few more. But I will be turning these into a garland hopefully by the end of this month, but we'll see how much time I have. But I just wanted to show them because they were so cute. They're so fun to make. They each take about an hour, which maybe I'm just really slow at hand sewing, but I'm having fun at least. But let's move on to the Witch's Moon box. Okay. So February, we have our magical dates. We have Imbolc, Valentine's Day, New Moon in Aquarius, Celtic Tree Month of Ash is born, and a day to honor ancestors and deities with offerings and baked goods. It says the mantra for the month is, I listen for the wisdom that grows quietly. I trust the answer will bloom in divine timing. Something in here smells really good. Ooh. I wish it would focus a little better. There we go. This is gorgeous. Shining Lotus is the card that they selected. So pretty. Okay, I assume that this is explaining everything in the box like last month. Looks like it. Oh, plant-wise, cool. I guess it's a plant theme, which is totally fitting. If you watched my last Vlogmas, I was talking about how I'm so ready to get my hands in the dirt and play with plants and start my garden. So I'm really excited that this is plant themed. Oh wow. Gerda. Okay, so this is a Norse goddess. I love how it's got the element. I'm assuming that's her sigil or symbol. Her themes and sacred symbols. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. I love the wheat on the side too. Can you see that? That's beautiful. I am excited to read more about her. Another goddess, Flora, and she is the Roman goddess of flowers, springtime, and blossoming of life. It shows the correspondences and elements down here, themes and sacred symbols. She's so pretty. She kind of reminds me of Aphrodite, but a little different. Herbal runes, cool. 13 magic botanicals. Look at how pretty this is. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, and they're all plants. Well, duh. Okay, so we have calendula, hawthorn, lavender, lemon balm, marshmallow, mint, mugwort, rose, rosemary, sage, skullcap, witch hazel, and yarrow. This is gorgeous. I need to get some frames from the thrift store for these. Oh wow. Wow, there's a lot of herbs in here, it seems. Let's see. Rosemary. Again, their labels are so beautiful. Who doesn't need rosemary? It looks like we have some lavender too. Amazing. We have calendula. I'm wondering if it's all 13 of the ones listed on the herbal runes. Oh, maybe not. Oh, cool. Looks like we have the runes themselves. I love that they're wooden. Oh my gosh, why can't I open this? Calendula and rosemary. Hopefully you can see this okay. It's all the runes that are listed on that herbal runes sheet. These are so pretty. And they're very lightweight and a nice wood material. Okay, what is that? Ooh, some kind of crystal, maybe tourmaline, but it feels a little light. Maybe it's kyanite. No, oh my gosh, this might be like a resin. I think this is resin, like a tree resin. Wow, I'm excited to learn about what this is. Ooh, plant-wise it says. Let me smell it. It smells very lemony. I'm assuming it's like a lemon balm based oil. I'll have to read and see what's in it. Ooh, more incense. It's the same brand as last time. These ones are Clarity. They have copal, rosemary, and eucalyptus. This is probably what I smelled when I opened the box. Oh my god, that smells really good. And we just ran out of Indian Temple, so I might switch these out instead of buying something brand new to replace it. Looks like we have a ritual candle as well. Oh, it's pretty. What color is that? Looks like it is a plant ritual candle. It's dark green. I love the rolled beeswax candles. I'm really excited to use this one. And this is so cool. Okay, I've been wanting to get this blessing symbol as a tattoo for so long. I just haven't done it. Wow, this is a beautiful box. There we go. Solid wood. Beautifully carved. Oh my gosh. What am I going to put in here? Maybe I'll do some manifestations in here. Things that I want blessings for. This is really cool. So here is a look at everything all together and reading more about what's included. The oracle card that we started with is an intuitive reading for whoever gets the box. The runes are actually meant to go in the box as kind of like a protective place to keep them. I will probably keep other stuff in there alongside it. And then this is a resin. It's not tree resin, it's amber resin. And it's meant to carry the warmth of ancient sunlight and to be used as a protector, purifier, and healer of the emotional body. And then the beeswax candle, it said it is created as a ritual companion for moments when you seek botanical guidance and deeper clarity, which really aligns with what I'm focusing my practice on this month anyways. So the timing is incredible. It says it's been anointed with cinnamon, jasmine, lavender, and Palo Santo essential oils, as well as some of the plant-wise anointing oil. And then it says this oil was crafted to awaken a stronger connection between you and the plant allies you work with. It says to anoint your tools with plant magic, whether it's a flower pot, mortar and pestle, herb rockers. Regardless, this blend carries jasmine, Palo Santo, and bergamot essential oils, and it is infused with chamomile, rose petals, and orange peel, as well as oat straw, lemon balm, stevia, and lavender. It says each drop is meant to open gentle channels of communication and trust where reciprocity is cultivated. So that is really cool. Sorry, I hope this was not out of focus the whole time I was talking and reading. But yeah, this is the full lineup of the Witch's Moon box. It arrived early once again. I was not expecting it until tomorrow. So that's 2 boxes in a row that it arrived earlier than I thought it would. Overall, so far, I am quite thrilled with the 2 boxes that I have received. And it's crazy to me that this one aligns with something that I've already been interested in focusing on for the month. But I'm going to put all of this away and we'll see how it progresses throughout the month. We are lucky enough to have a Friday the 13th in both February and March this year, and I really wanted to focus on one of my ins for the year. I'll put my ins and outs video somewhere on the screen if you haven't seen that yet. So for today, I really wanted to lean into kind of the Venusian love, beauty, and pleasure energies and do a little bit of glamour magic to enchant the lipsticks that I frequently wear. For today's ritual, I will be working with Venus's Greek counterpart, Aphrodite. The goal is to enchant these lipsticks for beauty, confidence, as well as a subtle air of mystery. I will be burning rose for both beauty and protection, lavender for a calm charm and confidence, cinnamon for boldness and a little bit of spice, as well as chamomile to add a dreamy and mysterious edge. I activated and programmed all of my herbs as I ground them together, and then I will be enchanting the lipsticks in the smoke as they are burning down. And I shared the incantation that I'm reciting to my Patreon on my Friday the 13th post. I'm a little embarrassed to admit it, but this is how my altar looks at the end of February. Yule has come and been long gone. Imbolc has come and gone, and I still have all my holiday crap up. So I think it is high time to do a full refresh of the altar. I don't want to say that I'm super lazy, but I am a procrastinator, so I've been thinking a lot about what needs to go on the altar and what I'd like to invite in. Kind of my altar's version of its 2026 ins and outs, if you will. Something that needs to go from the altar is all of the clutter, and while I do love nice collections of things, I think that it makes it a little bit harder to work with. And I will say some of the clutter is due to having a Yule log and celebrating the full Yule season, but we are out of that season and I want to really focus on simplicity for my altar. I really want to try to keep spaces clear so that I can actually do a lot more workings on the altar space, and I also feel like it just really helps keep the energy of the area very fresh and light. Something that I feel like the altar space is missing, however, is living elements. So with this refresh, I really want to add some plant allies to this space. I think it'll be nice to have some living elements and have a working relationship with these plant allies, as well as using them for things like warding, things like renewal, refreshing the space, and really just keeping it lively and energetic at all times. I do have homes for a lot of these things to go to after they are taken off of the altar, and if you can see there, my familiar spirit vinegar is being taken from the altar. She isn't going too far, fortunately. She will just be moved above this section in the more display portion of the hutch. I am adding some of my favorite books to just grab and work with to this part of the altar. I have a witch's workshop, I have enchanted plants, which really comes in handy for plant magic, and then I do also have the apothecary of belonging, which is great for literally all parts of the year. And then I do have this book, Cosmic Rituals. I haven't used it yet. It was given to me as a gift. I'm really excited to see what it entails. This half of the altar is reserved for kind of my prosperity and my money bowl. So I do have Financial Sorcery by Jason Miller, and guess what? I have the new version of Financial Sorcery from Jason Miller as well. It's the more updated version. The first edition came out, I believe, in 2012, so there is a lot of updated information in this new edition. Also keeping badass ancestors as well as honoring your ancestors, along with 2 different oracle decks, so I can use all of that to work with my ancestors as needed. The month of February was really kind of a whirlwind. I felt like it really hit the ground running with Imbolc and our trip to Vegas, and then I unfortunately do feel like I experienced quite a bit of burnout after that trip. I think a part of that is just feeling like my energy was fed on in Vegas. I think a big part of that as well is that there was just a lot of things going on outside of what I was vlogging. We had a birth in the family, which was very exciting. We also had a family member unfortunately become injured. We've been dealing with making sure our cats are healthy. So just kind of a lot of things going on. But I really appreciate you being here for this February vlog, and I look forward to seeing you in the March one. Take care. Bye-bye.